Now, I don't think that driver meant to do that. I think they got as confused about this detour as I did, because there's actually two sets of lights that the drivers are looking at from here. And I think what they saw was the green light at the second set of lights further up rather than the red light right in front of them, so that's why they went through. But the complaint here is not about drivers running red lights, it's about the lousy maps and the poor signage directing cyclists through. Now, this is a good size sign that's been put up for this e-mobility initiative. This is the kind of size map should be at these things. So not this tiny little thing that's on the project website. How the hell are you supposed to read that map there on a phone or something and work out where you're supposed to go? So here it is, blown up a little bit further. And what I think they should at least have done is where they put the map is put a "you are here" thing on it. Because if you don't know the area, if you're not a local, how are you supposed to know where you are? And if you're only interested in getting through this little detour around the station, why not focus in on just this area around the station, stick a "you are here" symbol on it so you know where you are, and then blow it up on a nice big sign like this one, and put some maps like this, not just in one place, but at a couple of places through the worksite, particularly at the other end of the worksite where you're coming into the detour from the other direction. There should be a map there as well telling you where to go. So anyway, let's watch this driver blow through this red light and roll through the detour. And this has changed since I was last here, because what they've done is they've removed the old bridge, which was right here. Right where I am right now is where the old bridge was, all gone. And as a result of that, they've done some more road closures, I think, and changed things around a bit. So yeah, it was a little bit fresh for me. Look, I don't have a complaint with the way they've put in all these nice poles for the detour. I mean, that's it's a fairly safe detour. It's the slope isn't too bad. It's not much of a gradient to go up or anything like that. And they've put in a nice separation here between cyclists over on this side and pedestrians on the other side of those poles. All good. They just can't seem to get through their heads that signage and wayfinding is important. So this is the state of the signs at the moment. And you can see there's a couple of crummy little cyclist signs on poles out the back there, which are a hangover from the old detour, which used to take you down that way where that arrow is going. And where they are at the moment, they could easily send a cyclist going down that road on the other side of that fence rather than doing a hard right and going where I went. And they might go, but there's a pedestrian sign pointing that way. Yeah, but sometimes pedestrians and cyclists get sent on different routes. Anyway, there's no map at this end. There should be a map somewhere along here directing you through this detour, hopefully on a nice big sign focused in on just this section of the detour, getting you through the station, and of course with a "you are here" thing, but that "you are here" would be in a different location, wouldn't it? They've got all this wonderful signage along here, explaining what a wonderful project this is and all the benefits and all the rest of it. If they can put all that stuff up, why can't they put up some nice big wayfinding signage? You know, again, it's they can go and print off miles and miles of Metronet hoarding stuff, and things about, I don't know what the project's involved with, yet they can't go and print a couple of maps up and stick them up, and they can't go and put some wayfinding signage in some better places. So yeah, that's just not good enough. It should be focused in "you are here" and put on a nice big sign. I hope that's kind of got the point by now. But anyway, let's just, I was here on another day, and see on the other side of the road, you can see a bloke in a hard hat on a bike. Yeah, obviously one of the project staff cycling home. And he must have done a shortcut, because I bumped into him about 10 minutes later out on the principal shed path, and he was well in front of me. And you might be thinking, well, why don't they send that guy through the site on his bike testing the detour? Well, the problem is he knows it backwards. So he's got a bike, but he's absolutely the wrong person to send through, because he's got innate knowledge of where to go. You need someone who's clueless. You need someone like me to come through and bumble around and go, I'm lost, and then you can work out what needs to be done. Anyway, that's enough whinging for today.